And now, Sportsline Friday night.
Welcome to the final Sportsline Friday night of the school year. I'm Eric Moon. Tonight we'll show you some of the best moments from the Winter Sports State Championships. We'll start with the only boys basketball champs from East Idaho this season. For the first time in 24 years, the Pocatello Thunder are 4A boys basketball state champions. Here's how the Thunder finally got over the hump. Champions never quit. The Pocatello Thunder are state champs for the first time since the year 2000, thanks to an all-time performance from star Julian Bowie. After suffering an injury on this hard fall late in the first half, Bowie stepped up big time, scoring 16 of his 20 points in the fourth quarter.
My mentality, I was like, all right, this is it. This is my last ever high school game with my boys. I got to do something, and I went through it. For the first 3 minutes, I thought I was done. I couldn't walk at all, couldn't do anything. But then I got back to the locker room, and my trainer, shout out to Bryce, he numbed it up with a cortisone patch, and it felt a little bit better. Just battled through it.
He's unreal. He's unreal. It brings our entire team together no matter what. He's our guy that goes. When we have scoring droughts, this is our guy to get us going. He's just unreal.
But obviously, it wasn't just Bowie helping Pokey bring home the title, because the supporting cast was outstanding. Dre Contreras led Pocatello with 22 points in the championship, and Kessler Vaughn tallied 18 points.
They're amazing. They're not scared of the moment, and we put in the work. Nobody's scared of the moment. We've put in the work since 365 days now. They have the mentality that they're best player on the floor as well, which we need.
With these standout performances, the Thunder exercised their demons from 2022 and 2023 after losing to Hillcrest in the championship both seasons. Saturday night, the Thunder finally got the best of the Knights.
To see them perform the way they did, they've been here 3 times and it's gone bad for 2 years. They pulled together. They never doubted. They were in the gym. They knew they were going to win a state championship this year. They did all of this work. They earned it, and I'm just so proud of them.
The players that brought home the title weren't even born the last time Pokey won a state championship. And the legacy of Pocatello boys basketball and its 11 titles now is not lost on the team.
And it's so cool. We have so many people that have gone to Pokey. They just have these guys back. They watch them. They come to practice and talk to them. So we got to win this one for them too.
It means the world. All of us, 1 through 12, we've wanted this for, like I said, 365 days. That's what all we've been thinking of in the gym. We've all put the work in, and it means a lot.
The girls tournaments, I'll repeat that. Over to the girls tournaments, 4 local teams brought home the title. 2/3 of this year's girls basketball state championships were won by East Idaho squads. Here's how Shelley, Snake River, Bear Lake, and Grace made their dreams of winning a state title a reality. The best redemption is potato perfection. A year after finishing as the state runners-up, the Shelley Russets are state champions for the first time at the 4A level and the 7th time overall. And they won the title with a perfect 25-0 record.
Adversity doesn't necessarily strengthen everyone. We took it as a challenge to let last year's season really propel us into growth this year, and I feel like the girls took it on, and they have been committed in the offseason. They really have earned this state championship. Last summer I thought, I think we'll be good this year. I didn't know how the season would play out. I mean, I really am about the journey. If we'd had losses, that would have been fine, but I mean, I'm pretty happy for them. Having an undefeated season is amazing.
The Panthers claw back to the top. Snake River goes back-to-back in 3A, achieving an incredibly difficult task against the best of the best.
You got a target on your back with every team, and they gave you their best shots, and you just had to take those punches all year. Obviously losing Riley and that adversity, and the other girls have stepped up amazing, every single one of them, and then come back together to do almost the impossible. You want that experience for those kids. They've worked, paid the price and the dues to have that moment and that experience.
Bear Lake strong for the first time this millennium. Bear Lake wins the 2A championship, the Bears' first title since 1999. And they did it after winning only 6 games a year ago.
Girls always believed, being 6-19 last year and really happy to get 6 was tough. But we were building, they believed, they kept going. I was like a sophomore in high school when we won it last time, and I know a lot of those kids, I know all those girls, and man, it was special to them, and it's really special to us. It's surreal, like it hasn't set in. About tomorrow, about 3 in the morning, I'll probably have that moment, but right now I'm just happy we won. It was fun. It was a great time.
Amazing Grace, how sweet the sound of 2 titles in 4 years. The Grace Grizzlies win in 1A D1, rolling to the championship as the top seed.
You always hope you can get another opportunity, but these group of seniors, they were resilient. You know, they battled adversity, even in the game when one of them went down with a broken arm. They picked each other up, and that's what I'm so proud of, is them and the hard work that they put in. That's the ultimate as a father, being able to coach your daughter. I know I'm hard on her a lot, more than I probably should be, but to have that embrace, knowing that, you know, she helped us win that state title, it's a great feeling.
From the court to the mat, it was also a big season for 24 of our local wrestlers. 24 athletes and 2 teams are state champions in 2024. 20 boys and 4 girls are state champion wrestlers this season. Among the champs are the 39th and 40th wrestlers in Idaho history to win 4 state championships. Oklahoma State commit Coulter Burton from Century won title number 4 in 4A 138, and Blackfoot's Mac Mauger counted off the championships in 4A 126.
I've always wrestled. I started wrestling when I was like 5 years old, but I would travel to Wendell. It's about 2 hours away from here, up by Twin Falls, and I would travel there a few times a week. I would stay in the weekends there, getting with coaches, staying with my uncles or aunt and uncle there, and that was hard I was a young kid, like 3rd, 4th grade, and I did that all through middle school, and that's really why I got good as I am.
Also of note, Highlands' Sawyer Anderson went back-to-back, winning the title in the 5A 106 championship. And Idaho Falls' Saxton Scott won 4A 132 in thrilling fashion. He lost a point in the final seconds to force overtime, but Scott escapes to win the crown. And when some of the crowd boos him, he shushes the crowd as a champion. Along with the individual championships, 2 teams won titles. The Malad Dragons are boys champs in 2A, and the Thunder Ridge Titans are the first East Idaho girls team to win the girls' crown since the girls' division started in the 2021-22 school year. Still ahead, we return to the boys basketball state tournaments for our top plays of the week. That's next on Sportsline Friday night.
At a dealership full of beautiful cars and trucks, 2 vehicles really stand out, like the all-new Buick Envista, an SUV with all the safety features and comfort you could possibly want, with a modest little price tag. And if you think you've already seen the Encore GX, then think again. The redesigned 2024 Encore has the amazing technology you need wherever you go, with style to boot. And of course, all new Buick and GMCs come with the Herning difference. See them today at Herning Buick GMC.
It's the final weekend of Odell's Furniture Super Savings Event. Dual reclining sofa with drop-down cup holders, just $488. 6-piece dinette set, table, 4 chairs and bench, all for just $388. Reversible chaise sofa, just $288. Padded lift-top storage bench, just $88. Buy with no down payment and no interest for up to 4 full years. It's in stock, ready for immediate delivery or pickup. Odell's Furniture, final weekend. Stores in Idaho Falls, Rexburg, Pocatello, and Blackfoot.
A message from Alan Browning of Browning Law.
Friends, I've been helping people in Idaho for over 40 years. People who have been injured in an accident or accused of a crime. And I have a great staff of lawyers, an accountant, paralegals, and bilingual secretaries who are dedicated to giving you the best legal representation you can find. That's our mission. So if someone you care about needs a lawyer, give them this number, 176-BROWNING. Because we would consider it an honor and a privilege to help you.
The local News 8 golf cart is now a BOGO Buddy Pass. Buy one round and get one free up to 4 times each at the 9 participating courses. Save over $900 in green fees. To purchase your local News 8 golf cart, click on the Play tab at localnews8.com.
Choose the news that's important to you with the Local News 8 app. Click on the grid at the top and choose the news you want to see. Download the Local News 8 app today.
The Planet Fitness Black Card is packed with perks, not like other gyms.
Hi, can I bring my friend to work out?
No.
Well, is my membership good at other locations?
No.
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 No?
Yeah, no.
No what?
No.
Okay. This is better.
For just $1 down, you can bring a friend for free anytime. Work out at any of our 2,500 plus locations and enjoy access to the Black Card Spa. The Planet Fitness Black Card. Join now for $1 down, $24.99 a month. Cancel anytime. Deal ends Friday, March 15th.
Here they are, our top plays from the boys basketball state tournaments. And what are the top plays without Isaac Davis? Number 3 comes from the 4A semifinals between Hillcrest and Bishop Kelly. A fast break flush from the BYU commit on a pretty play from the Knights. We venture to the thrilling Teton Snake River 3A semifinal for top play number 2. Late in the game, Teton down to Jack Nelson lets it fly for the lead, and he hits. And 1 for the Timberwolves. That gave Teton the lead, and the Timberwolves didn't look back on their way to an upset win over top-seeded Snake River. But our top play of the week is simply gutsy. Pocatello's Julian Bowie, playing through injury, scores 16 of his 20 points in the 4th quarter of the 4A title game, and perhaps the best performance of his high school career to lead Pocatello to its first championship since 2000. The Thunder were 1 win away for 2 straight years, and Bowie's incredible game helped Pokey finally get over the hump. That's all for our final Sportsline Friday night of the school year. But of course, our high school coverage continues for spring sports, and hopefully the weather will start to cooperate for baseball, softball, and track and field for this season. Until then, I'm Eric Moon saying so long and have a great night.
Your local news is now available on any of these streaming services and devices.